Hey guys, so today's lesson is going to be over active and passive voice, which we have kind of talked about in the past with our grammar daily reviews, but today we're going to go into kind of a model and a teaching session that'll last about 3 to 5 minutes. Then we'll do guided practice together with a few examples, so we can kind of just get the feel for it, and then we're going to move into an independent practice, which will be due before the next class period. And next class periods will take about 5 minutes to go over the independent practice to make sure we got our answers right and explain why the answers are what they are. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to screen share the lesson, which is also attached in Google Classroom. So please make sure you're either following along on Google Classroom or you're following along in the packet that you've received from the school. So we're going to start with the first lesson, which is all right. Here we go. Which is here. All right. So as I go through this, I want you to be taking notes. You can either take notes in the chat box with each other, or you can be writing notes on just a blank sheet of paper or on your packet. But remember, your answers are going to be submitted on Google Classroom. Okay, so let's go ahead and begin. So we're just going to review quickly what the definitions of active and passive voices are. And then I'm going to give you a quick little tool that's going to help you decipher between active and passive when you're reading sentences. That's just helpful, I feel like. So here we go. You're following along in the lesson 7 box on page 9. So sentences can be stated in active voice or passive voice. All right. So if we start with active voice, we want to know that active voice has the subject first, and then the action comes second. All right, you need to know the subject performs the action. That is what active voice is. Passive voice, the subject receives the action. All right, so if you circle performs in active voice and in passive voice, you're going to circle receives the action expressed by the verb. The verb consists of a form of the helping verb plus the past participle of the main verb. All right, so let's go back up to active voice. Active voice, the subject of the sentence is clearly performing the action. And remember, the subject of the sentence is who the sentence is talking about. The action is the verb, what's taking place, what are they doing, what's the purpose, okay? So we see here in this sentence, Maddie won the all-around state achievement contest. Maddie is our subject, and she won the all-around state achievement contest. It is active. All right? Passive voice. The subject receives the action expressed by the verb. The verb consists of a form of the helping verb, be. So helping verb be, if we remember, it's we sing our little helping verb song, is, was, please be taking notes because these are important. Is, was, were. Specifically, if the be word, it's going to be been, be, being. Sorry, this is sloppy, but you guys get the point. Easier to write on a whiteboard than it is on here. Okay. And been. Those are the words you need to remember are the form of to be. All right? Be, being, been are helping verbs. Was, is, were. Those are helping verbs. Plus the past participle of the main verb. So remember, the past participle is usually ending in ed, chosen, won. All those are past participles of a verb. Okay? So if we look at the example here, the all-around student achievement contest was won by Maddie. Okay? The subject in this sentence is all-around student achievement contest. The helping verb is was. That's how we determine it's passive. And then the past participle is the verb, label it with a V, is won. It was won, it is passive. Another way to determine if it is passive is if you can add by zombies at the end, okay? So if it is passive, you can add by zombies. So write that in your notes. I'm writing it on the side so you can see it. You can add by zombies, it's going to be passive. P, I'm going to label it P for passive, okay? So, for example, the all-around student achievement contest was won by zombies. Bam. It's passive, okay? If we plug in by zombies at the top where it's active, Maddie won by zombies. That doesn't make sense. If it doesn't make sense, it's going to be active, okay? So, again, in the passive voice sentence example, the subject of the sentence changed, but the overall meaning did not. They both have the same meaning. Maddie performed the action of winning, but she was not the subject. The contest, which was the direct object of the action in the first sentence, is the subject of the second sentence. So let's scroll down to the guided practice and let's work on number 1, and I will model number 1 for you to determine if this sentence is passive or active. All right, so what I want us to do first is I want us to circle the subject. The subject of this sentence, Maddie is considered one of the best writers in school. My subject is Maddie, so I'm going to circle it. All right, then I'm going to circle my verb. What is the action? Or I'm going to underline it, sorry. My action is considered. All right, well, I know a to be helping verb is going to be is, like we took over here in our notes. And it is using is, okay? So, the last thing I need to do to check is to add by zombies. Maddie is considered by zombies. Okay, Maddie is considered by zombies one of the best writers in school. Yeah, that makes sense. So, it is going to be P for passive. Remember, if by zombies makes sense after the verb, it will be passive. All right, so now we're going to go through the guided practice together to see if we are understanding.